to strip number 84. This is Strip by Strip, a quilting journey. For 99 days, I am sharing 99 different ways to machine quilt a 2-inch strip. So like a border, a sashing. Honestly, you could adapt a lot of these designs and use them on larger borders or smaller borders or even as background fillers. There's definitely a lot going on here, and I hope that you found a lot of inspiration. If you're just joining me, welcome. I have created this really awesome companion design workbook that includes all 99 of these designs illustrated full color. It's really awesome. Plus, in that workbook, we've included my favorite QR codes. So if you scan the QR codes with your smart device, it'll actually take you right to these videos where I'm showing you how to do the machine quilting. So it's actually really a fun resource. But anyways, we also have the piecing pattern in that design workbook. Today, I am going to be quilting a fun design. It's like a little box. It's kind of like a faux trapunto type design. But the first thing to quilt out this design is I need to create a little template. I am going to be creating these 1-inch squares that are playing through this strip. So I started out, I grabbed like a business card and cut out a 1-inch square. And this will be my template that I use to do all of my marking. The marking that I'm going to be doing here today, I'm going to be using the disappearing ink marking pen. I like to use that one when I'm doing markings up here on the machine, and I'm okay if they disappear pretty quickly. If I want them to stay a little bit longer, you know, if it's something I mark before I load the quilt, then I definitely make sure to use the blue Mark Be Gone marker because that stays a little bit longer. Anyways, when you're using any type of marking device though, make sure you do remove your markings like 110% before you apply any heat at all. You don't want to set any of those markings. I have created a few videos about removing markings. Make sure to check those out. Anyways, enough talking. Let's hop down here to the machine and let's get started with that marking. So to do these markings, I've got that 1-inch template, and I also, like I said, I'm using the disappearing ink marking pen. I want a little bit of space when I mark these. So I'm going to start maybe like 1/8 of an inch over here from this side and mark all the way around the outside of this box. And then just keep repeating. Now I don't want them to touch and I don't want them to be perfect. So I'll just use like a slightly different angle and mark another one. And just keep repeating that. I'm making sure to kind of rotate just a little bit each time and move them like up and down. I want it to look like they're not perfect. If I wanted perfection in the placement of these, then I would have gone through and done some markings like through the center, made sure it was all perfect, but that is not what I'm going for. I'm going for more like a, maybe almost even like a confetti inspired type look. So I'll just keep repeating that, marking all of those all the way across this section, and then I'll be back to do the quilting. So on this row, I'm going to be outlining each of these as I go. So what I'll do is I'll start over here on the side and just stitch to this first one, stitch around it, and then when I get to the point where I started, then I'll start into that background filler and use that background filler as the way that I travel to the next one. I do have my stitch length set here at 13 stitches per inch, and I am going to be using the mini 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler, which I do have our Piece and Quilt Pop Socket ruler grip attached to the top of to help me quilt around each of these squares. So anytime you're doing with machine quilting with rulers, make sure you have a ruler foot here on the machine. That's what this foot is. Also a ruler base, and then use gentle pressure. Gentle pressure will become your friend. When I stop to make these nice corners, I'll stop with the needle in the down position, readjust, and continue. Stop, stop, and continue. Okay, so for my background filler on this whole row, I want these to really pop, so I'm going to do a really heavy filler, which is going to be matchstick quilting. I will use the side of the mini 4-in-1 machine quilting ruler though as a guide as I'm stitching. So I'm just using gentle pressure. Curving around the top as I stitch up and down, and you'll notice I'm just using the ruler kind of as a guide to keep my lines straight. I'm not using it for any of the spacing, but I am trying to keep these lines about 1/8 of an inch apart. Okay, let's keep quilting. Now I haven't quilted in this bottom side yet. I think right now what I'll do is travel back over here and quilt it. At first I was actually thinking maybe I'll come back through and do a second pass and quilt that bottom side, but I might as well just do it all right now as I'm going. Thanks for joining me in this machine quilting video. I hope you were able to find a bit of inspiration. Don't forget, we have created an awesome companion design workbook that includes all 99 of these designs illustrated, plus we have our favorite QR codes that when you scan those with your smart device, it'll take you right to the video where I show you how to do this machine quilting. Don't forget, I love seeing your work. You can share in our Peace and Quilt Show and Tell Facebook group. Have a great day and happy quilting!